Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Capricorn, let's have a look at our tarot cards to see the messages that the Divine wants you to receive in this timeless reading. As usual, it is always important to allow your intuition to be available as I'm doing your readings, because your intuition will elaborate on the messages that you are receiving so that this reading becomes powerful and it becomes like a personal reading. I want to share with you a quote that came to mind as I was getting ready for your reading. And the quote that came to mind was, "Ships don't sink because of the waters around them, but they sink because of the waters that get in them." So I want to ask you a question. Where might you be allowing water to get into you, to bring you down, to create obstacles and blockages? I just want you to think that for a moment, because sometimes when we're listening to readings, we just want the reading to just get to the point, right? We just want the reading to finish. But I'm really trying to encourage you to have that moment of deliberate going within, to pause, to ask yourself these questions, because I know that when a message, a quote comes up, there's a reason why that message and that quote came up. So again, for you, what are you allowing to get into you to create that sinking type of feeling, blockages, whatever it is? Now, I always try to share an insight into my own life, so maybe to even elaborate on the messages or to even give you a bit of clarity. You know that by now that I do candle magic ceremonies, I do prayers for people, I do tarot card readings, and of course these are paid services. And to counteract that, I make sure that I come on YouTube and I do these free readings so that I am giving back and I'm bringing an energy of balance. But nonetheless, even though I do these free readings, I get many emails begging for free prayers, for free readings, for free this, for free that. And for me, sometimes I allow that feeling of I can't do anymore, I can't give anymore of myself to start bringing me down, to start making me feel that perhaps I'm being selfish. But at the same time, my guides are always like, baby, no, you're not being selfish. Because there always has to be an energy exchange. Because in a stand that you can give something away the first time, there is gratitude, there's appreciation. The second time you give something away, you're creating an expectancy, right? So for me, I have to really be mindful of the way that I'm thinking, not to beat on myself, not to feel that I'm not doing enough. And even for people who are like, please, can you just do a tarot reading for me? I want to pay for the services, but I'm already booked up until December, until the end of this year. And I know my own capacity, and I know that I cannot take on any more energies, any more readings. I cannot give any more of myself, right? Because I know that if I do that, either the universe smacks my ass and puts me on timeout. How? By making me sick, so that I actually allow myself to rest. Because being a Capricorn, it's very natural for me to just work and work and work and work and work. It's very natural for me, and it comes totally normal to just be a workaholic. But for me, I am creating an awareness of how I create my own challenges and my own blockages, where I work too hard and then I get sick. And so now I'm very mindful and very understanding of my own capacity, and not to make myself feel guilty when I'm not able to show up, when I'm not able to give any more free things, when I'm not even able to take any more new clients. And this is why for the candle magic prayer ceremonies that I do, they do get sold out. There is a capacity because there is only so many people that I can work with. There's only so many energies that I can interact with. So I want you to think of that quote in a different sense. Where are you allowing yourself to be depleted? Where are you giving too much? Where are you not even being matched with the energy that you are giving out? But above all, you need to understand that when you are pouring and pouring from yourself, At some point, you don't have enough and you cannot pour from an empty cup. And this is when you get sick. And this is when blockages and challenges happen, okay? Just as when you are on the aeroplane and the announcements come on and they say, hey, please do put on your own security jacket on, your own safety jacket on. Even if you have a baby next to you, even if you've got an elderly person, it doesn't matter. Put your own safety jacket on. And then when you're good, you can start looking after other people. So the same goes for this saying, the same goes for this feeling. When I was really asking myself, why did this message come up? And asking my guides, what do you want me to share connected to this quote? So Capricorn, it's over to you to pause and think and look at your life and ask yourself these questions and understand that sometimes you might feel that you're being selfish by not showing up, by not keep on pouring into other people, into other situations. But the divine is saying that it is not selfish. It is self-care and it is self-love. When you nurture yourself, when you look after yourself, this is when you're able to show up in the world at your brilliance, at your brightest. And this is when you're able to serve out of love rather than out of resentment and grudges. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to look now at the cards to see what is coming up here for you. I decided to get 3 different set of cards to see if there's any type of energies that are wanting to repeat themselves. And as I'm looking at the cards, I can see that we have the Major Arcana card of the Wheel of Fortune that is on the cards. I love this energy for you because the Wheel of Fortune is that moment where you're being told that things are going to start changing and shifting. The Wheel of Fortune is that moment where you are being reminded that Lady Luck is going to be walking with you through the changes, through the shifts that you're going to be going on, through the transformations that are on the table. So I want you to comment in the comment section below and claim these energies of the Wheel of Fortune, because even though changes might be happening, even though you might be going through that transformation, the overall takeaway from the Wheel of Fortune is that Lady Luck is walking with you, Lady Luck is looking after you, and Lady Luck is with you, okay? So I really want you to understand that the divine is saying that for some of you, even though you might be feeling stuck at this present moment in time. Why? Because when you're looking at this particular artist impression of the Wheel of Fortune, you can see that there is a spider web that is there. So for some of you, there just could be a frustration where you're feeling stuck, where you're feeling like you're not going anywhere. You're just going round and round in circles. For some of you, you literally could be stuck in a karmic cycle, in a karmic wheel. And your guides and your ancestors are saying, hey, we are here to free you, to liberate you. Your guides and your ancestors are calling out for your attention. They're saying to you, over here, it is time for you to go on this journey. It is time for you to come in this direction. And they're saying to you, for some of you, stop, okay? We've got our hands that are there, like stop. Don't proceed right now. Because if you keep proceeding, if you keep going forward, you're going to hit this at the spider web. You're going to be hitting something that is just going to bring an energy of annoying frustration. You know, like when you walk into a spider web, it is just like that feeling. So equally, there is that feeling that is there. So the divine is saying to you that even though the Wheel of Fortune is here, things are shifting, things are changing, proceed with caution, don't rush, okay? Take your time, ask yourself your truth. Remember the beginning of this reading. Now you know your truth. And as you proceed, you're able to proceed with caution. You're able to proceed and stand in your power because you know what your truth is. And so I really like that this Wheel of Fortune card came up for you. And not only did the Wheel of Fortune come up, which is a Major Arcana card. So 2 Major Arcana cards connected to a really nice energy where changes are happening, but luck is walking with you. Luck is with you. So the divine is giving you another Major Arcana card of the Death card. And so the Death card is saying to you that, listen, the Wheel of Fortune card is here to tell you that there are shifts that are going to be happening. The Wheel of Fortune card is telling you that there are going to be some endings for some of you. Receiving the energies of the Death card, this is a confirmation that for some of you, things are going to be ending. And it is important for you to look at these endings and to allow yourself to release and to let go. And not only that, I told you that it is always important to have that time of introspection, to ask yourself those important questions. Because when you ask those important questions, you are going to be seeing that you have been watering some dead plants. And so why are you keep on putting your energy in watering some dead plants? It is time for you to see things for what they are. And for some of you to remove those rose-tinted glasses, because there is an ending, there is a death to a situation. But the Death card, you know, most people fear this card. But for me, I actually welcome this card, especially when we have the Wheel of Fortune card that is here. Because the Death card is about letting go. It's about understanding that sometimes things have to die. But when things die, they allow new things to grow in their place. So there's a transformation type of energy that is here. There's a death and a rebirth type of energy that is here. So some of you are literally going to be feeling that maybe an aspect of your life is literally dying. But the divine is saying that the takeaway is for you to understand that something better is going to be coming and growing in the place of that thing that has gone away. So it is important for you to release, let go, because what's coming up to replace this energy is indeed a beautiful energy that is there. It's interesting to me that you have the Wheel of Fortune card here, the Death card there, and you have the energies of the Nine of Wands. What is the Nine of Wands all about? Well, when we really dive deep into the energies of the Nine of Wands, okay, I feel that sometimes in this card, it doesn't really depict, for me personally, the energies of the Nine of Wands. In the original Rider-Waite tarot cards, the Nine of Wands is a person who has bandages all over them. Their head is covered in bandages. They have been to war. They have been fighting for something. And it is like that one last stand that is going to ultimately decide what's going to happen next. So for some of you, you feel that you have been going through a lot of challenges. You feel like life has been beating you with that ugly stick. And the divine is saying to you, it is important for you to look at everything that has transpired and to ask, what have I learned? And to ask yourself, what do I want to happen next? Because remember, you have an energy of the number 9, which indicates an ending. Okay? And then you have the energy of the number 10 from our major arcana cards, which is the number 10 is indicating a new beginning. Because when we boil down this number to just one figure, it is the number 1. And so when we take that these cards, both of them have the number 1, and you have the 2 cards connected to the aces, the number 1 again. So you have 1, 1, 1, and 1. So in the comment section below, if you're truly understanding what this message is all about, comment 1111. Because the divine is giving you some powerful insights that are going to be helping you understand your situation or a situation with a lot of clarity. And then you're asking yourself, what am I fighting for? Really thinking, strategizing before you make your next move. So the Ace of Swords opened up this reading. Okay, so there's going to be truths that are going to be coming out. There's going to be liberation that is going to be coming out. There's going to be some aha moments that are going to be coming out. And interestingly enough, the next card that we have, you have taken that sword of truth, and our Wheel of Fortune that is here, you're holding that sword of truth, or Lady Luck is holding that sword of truth, because you took the time at the beginning of this reading to ask those questions that the divine asked you to ask yourself. And now that you know your truth, you're taking this truth that is here, and there is going to be victory that is going to be coming in. So for some of you, maybe you're going through a court case, you're going through maybe the justice system, you're going through maybe a tribunal at work. There's just something that is currently happening, and the divine is saying to you that this situation is going to be dealt with fairly. It certainly feels that you have gone through all types of weathers. You have really gone through a lot. And the divine is wanting you to understand that you are going to be seeing that this situation is going to have a conclusion. And because you're receiving the energies of the Wheel of Fortune, the conclusion that is going to be here is going to be bringing an energy of you feel justified, you feel vindicated, you feel victorious. But remember, you need to know what you want. You need to know your truth. You need to be able to bargain, to stand up for yourself, to reason. Because again, you listened to the beginning of this reading and you understood that the situation that you're experiencing right now doesn't have to drown you. Like I said to you, it is not the water that is around the ship. It is the water that gets in. And so the divine is saying that the situation that you're currently experiencing, don't let that situation drown you. Don't let that situation lead you into depression. Don't let that situation take over. But rather, put your safety jacket on, okay, and get ready to make that jump, that leap of faith into a new chapter, into a new beginning. Because I told you that the number ones are connected to new beginnings. They are connected to new chapters. So there's going to be some shifts and changes that are going to be on the cards for you. There's going to be some endings to something that you've been fighting for a really long time. And there's a sense of you coming on top because you have the energies of the King of Wands. And the energies of the King of Wands is here saying to you that whatever you have experienced, it is going to be important for you to not allow this situation, this experience to taint your heart, your soul, your being, and to turn you ugly. Okay? Because you can see that our King of Wands card is like the peacock. But when you observe, it is also connected to that rising phoenix energy. So like I told you, there is going to be victory that is going to be coming up for you. But because of the energies of the Nine of Wands, you feel that life has just put you through a lot. Go and do the healing that you need to do. Go and do the processing that you need to do after you've been vindicated and after you've been victorious. It is going to be important because I told you that the Nine of Wands in the old cards, in the original cards, this is the energy where you just feel like you've been to hell and back and more 9 times. Okay? So you're just over this situation already. But the divine is saying to you, like I told you already, that a situation is ending like that phoenix, okay? It goes and dies, okay? So the nines are all about that ending. And as the phoenix ends its life, it takes time to rejuvenate, to process, to be in isolation, activating that hermit mode. And then what happens next? The phoenix comes back stronger than before. So indeed, you are going to go through that experience that you feel that it has killed you. For some of you, you just feel like something has really killed you because, again, of the Nine of Wands. You just feel like you've been through it. You feel like that phoenix. So the divine is saying to you, using the energies of the phoenix at its highest polarity connected to the energies of the King of Wands, you're going to be coming back on fire, unrecognizable, standing in your power like the king. You're going to have command, you're going to have presence. And not only that, the experience that you went through is not going to kill you because there is going to be a softness, a gentleness, an understanding. You're going to feel like an empath because of everything that you've experienced. So there is going to be a beauty that is going to be coming out of the experience that right now you just feel like you're over this situation already. You're ready for the justice system to do what it needs to do. You're ready for the victory to come in already. So the divine is saying to you that not only did you receive the energies of the ace, the number 1, the truth coming out, you being vindicated, but you also receive the energies of the Ace of Wands. So there is going to be a new beginning where you're feeling vigorated, where you are going to be on fire. And it's interesting that the Ace of Wands is underneath the King of Wands. So there's a progression that is happening here. Okay, so if we take these cards in the middle, you are going through a situation that is going to be ending soon. The Wheel of Fortune is saying Lady Luck is walking with you. Okay, the liars, the perpetrators, the people who tried to drown you, to kill you, the people who tried to silence you, the people who felt like they were against you, they are not going to win. Why? Because you have the energies of the King of Wands, where you are that phoenix rising from the ashes, and there's a beauty that is around you, and you are going to be claiming your throne. You are going to be vindicated. You are going to be victorious. And as you're vindicated, as you're victorious, the divine is saying that there is a sense of you being able to breathe for a long time. So process everything that you went through. It's okay to cry. Okay, I always tell you that tears cleanse the soul. And the fire that is within you is going to be removing a lot of blockages, is going to be removing a lot that was standing in the way. Okay, so there is a beautiful energy that is here. And as I am talking about the victory that is there, we have our candle magic ceremony that is going to be happening on the 31st of August, connected to the energies of Pisces. We have a really rare combination that is happening at the moment. And this is going to be a Pisces rare blue moon. And it's not only a blue moon, it's a super moon. So the energies are really charged up. Pisces can be emotional. So it is okay for you. You might feel really, really emotional around the 31st of August and going on to September. So we are going to be doing our candle magic ceremony, our prayer ceremony. And the prayer ceremony that I am going to be focusing on with these energies connected to the energies of Pisces, the prayer ceremonies I'm going to be doing are banishing ceremonies, okay? We are going to be cleansing. We are going to be removing blockages, hexes, self-sabotaging behaviors. We are going to be calling our power back so we can stand in our power like the King of Wands. And like the energies of the Ace of Wands, we're going to be using this transformative energy of Pisces to break through a lot of barriers. So if you feel that you have self-sabotaging behaviors that are getting in the way, you have a lot that you're currently processing right now, and maybe you feel that someone has put maybe a hex, a curse on you, the energies of Pisces with this blue moon is going to be the perfect time to purge, to cleanse, to heal. So I'm going to be doing healing prayers on this day because it is going to be powerful and a very potent time to do so. So if you're wanting to be part of the Pisces blue moon ceremony, go in the description box below, and please don't wait until the last moment. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, spaces do get sold out. Reserve your space on that ceremony, and then please do remember to write your petition and to send your petition in about what it is that I'm going to be praying for with my guides, my ancestors, and the divine. So everything that you're going to need to know is going to be on my website, which is linked in the description box below. On my website, you'll be able to also see all the other ceremonies that I do, candle magic ceremonies that I do, banishing ceremonies, return to sender ceremonies, removing blockages, removing anything that is standing in the way. And these are spiritual cleansing ceremonies, so you can go and have a look at these as well. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards that we haven't touched upon yet. You have a really nice card that is here connected to the energies of the Seven of Cups. So finally, it's going to feel like you have choices, you have options after the victory has been served, after you have come out the other side being victorious. You are going to see that now Lady Luck is walking with you, and it doesn't stop there. You have the energies of the number 7, so lucky number 7. So in the comment section below, comment lucky number 7, because luck is on your side. Truth will be served. Victory will be vindicated for you. The liars, the snakes will be exposed. Okay, so the energies of the 7 of Cups is saying to you, once victory is yours, now it is time for you to start making some choices about what you want to do next. Some of you maybe could be moving overseas. Okay, Some of you will be booking a flight to maybe go on holiday because you just need a moment to chill out. Some of you, maybe you're going back to school. Okay, you're wanting to maybe upskill your skills. Some of you, maybe you're wanting to start a family. Some of you wanting to move, buy a new home with new memories, a fresh new start. Some of you, you're going to be taking the money from the compensation that you're receiving, and you're going to be investing your money, growing your money. Some of you, maybe you are going online, you're starting up your business, you're creating your exit plan, and you're starting afresh. So the energies of the Seven of Cups is saying to you that, again, it is going to be really, really important for you to take time to stop, okay? Like we saw here with our Wheel of Fortune, to stop and not just be rushing because you have been vindicated. To stop and consider every option that is on the cards for you, to stop and to think. But at the same time, it is important for you to understand that Lady Luck is walking with you, and Lady Luck is not going to be hanging around for you forever. So pick whichever thing that you're wanting to choose and go and start your new life, your new beginning, okay? So you're going to have choices to make about what you want to do next, okay? You're going to have choices to make about where you want to live, what you want to study. Maybe you are going back to work with a fresh, clean way of thinking, because the energies of the aces operate on the mental plane. So there is clarity mentally that is coming in. So because you're able to think clearly, you're able to go back to work and really execute a project, or maybe even ask for a promotion, or like I said, maybe even start your own business, your own website, maybe even start upscaling your skills, okay? So the energies of the Two of Cups, I love these energies for you, okay? Because the Two of Cups is indicating that for some of you, there could be love that is coming in. So you could be entering a new relationship, okay? For some of you, you could be seeing that you're finding good people that you can rely upon, that you can call upon. There's a mutual type of energy that is going to be coming into your life. But remember what I told you, it is going to be important for you to understand that whatever decisions that you're making right now are gonna see you growing into these energies of the King of Wands. So as you're going forward, maybe you're finding your queen. As you're going forward, maybe you're finding your soul tribe. As you're going forward, you're going to be finding people who just don't take and leave you depleted, but rather you're holding someone's hand, they fill your cup and you fill theirs, and it's a mutual type of energy exchange that is on the cards. So I really love this for you. So going forward, the divine is saying to you, you are going to know whether this friendship is real. You are going to know whether this relationship is real, if it is balanced. The moment that you feel taken advantage of, the moment that you feel any type of power struggles going on, don't dismiss those red flags, okay? Because sometimes when you've gone through a lot, you could easily just run into the first relationship, the first friendship, the first person who is willing to let you cry on their shoulder. And you could be ignoring all the red flags that are there. So as you're going forward, it is important for you to really judge every situation. Remember, you receive the energies of the Seven of Cups. Really judge the situation. See the situation for what it is. Don't see it for what you want it to be. Don't walk into another situation where you are going to be going through that karmic cycle all over again. When it's all said and done, the question always is, have you learned your lesson? Because if you haven't, the wheel is going to spin and you're going to go through the same type of experiences, through the same type of heartaches, through the same type of wars that you've experienced in the past. Okay, so Capricorn, And this is the message that the divine wanted to give to you. Okay, please do give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and if you're still watching, comment a rainbow sign, because the rainbow sign is going to make you understand that better days are coming. The rainbow is that symbol from the Bible, right, of that covenant promise where God promised humanity never to flood them again. So it's interesting that this is water that is here. So promise yourself again that you are never gonna allow other people to come in to flood your emotion, to make you feel guilty, and through them making you feel guilty, you allow them to keep on taking. But rather, you're like, better days are ahead, and as better days are there, you are going to be walking in relationships and situations that are balanced. And you're always checking in on yourself. How do I feel? Have I put my safety jacket on first? Or am I just hoping for the best? Am I just going for it? Because if you do, I already told you, when the wheel of fortune spins, you don't want to find yourself being caught in a karmic loop again, where you're going through the same type of difficult and painful situations. So Capricorn, again, this is a message that I have for you. Again, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye.